Its energy surrounds us and binds us.
What is up, nerds? And welcome back to Carbonite Convos. If this is your first time joining us, you've just taken your first step into a larger world. And like always, if you're a returning viewer, we can't thank you enough for coming back for episode number what of the Bad Batch?
Nine.
Is it 8 or 9? Episode 9 of the Bad Batch. Alec, what is it called? Bounty Lost. Bounty Lost. We'll get into that in a second, what that could mean. I'm your host, Funko Stud. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. And like always, I'm joined by Wall Crawler Pops. Alec, how we doing, man?
Man, to be honest, I'm great as usual. You know, we got another early morning here. We got some more Star Wars, which is always a great thing. From the picture we got of the episode, we're definitely getting more Cad Bane, which is obviously expected.
I didn't even see the picture, to be honest with you.
You know, man, I'm ready to get into it. But as always, before we do, guys, do not forget about our big three and how important those big three are. It's like, follow, and subscribe. Any order you want. Go ahead and hit that bell button while you're at it. Give us some love here at Carbonite Convos, guys. We greatly appreciate the support. And as always, man, I'm pumped to get into more Star Wars.
Sounds good. So right before we get into it, what do you think Bounty Lost could mean? I didn't think that they'd get Omega back this episode, but
I can only imagine multiple bounty hunters are after her.
Well, we haven't seen Fennec Shand in a while either. I can't
No.
imagine that was the one episode she was in.
And I can only imagine there's even more than just those two going after, and they want the bounty from each other. So it's all out warfare over the bounty. So I can only imagine something along those lines.
Exactly. So who knows? We might be getting another cameo tonight. But either way, I'm ready to get into this if you are.
Let's do it.
All right. In 3, 2, 1.
Pew, 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 pew. Dude, he was in rough shape.
Oh, he still is.
That never gets old, seeing that.
Never.
Dude, I don't know why, but I saw him like that the first time. I thought he looked just like Dengar.
No, I watched your reaction. I think so too. It's not, but
It's obviously not. But I was like, that's uncanny.
I always wondered how if those shields like hurt if you touch them or what.
Right?
Omega.
What's
So
on
have
his
you
head?
seen this stuff about his head?
No.
We'll talk about that later.
Dude, he's so cool.
Everybody watch him. Please wait till the end or, fast forward, whichever you want to do, because that's a very interesting story about his head. I feel like this episode is where we could see Omega kind of take that step, not with her powers, but with okay, yeah, so was the Kaminoans, but with her, with her abilities.
Right.
Tonwei is the one from Attack of the Clones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Once you have retrieved the genetic material needed, terminate her.
Oh.
Wow.
It took me a second to realize what he said.
I was thinking that I was a little bit ahead of you because I was like, he's not reacting to this.
Wow. What?
Wow.
So is she technically Mandalorian?
No.
No. I wonder why that is.
Why what is?
Why she's like, why they decided to make her the first, like, from the exact DNA.
I don't know. We'll see. Cloud City. Well, that's not Cloud City, but it looks like Bespin.
Yeah. I thought it was Cloud City at first.
I feel like we are gonna run into another bounty hunter.
Has to. Dude, he's scary, man. His dialogue is just really nice, like intimidating.
What if we see Slave One, man?
I was just about to say that. I don't think that's out of the question.
Dude, it's either Boba or Fennec. Ooh. Fennec, there she is. She could just shoot him in the face right now.
I know.
It could. He's dead.
And done. Wouldn't be dramatic enough, though.
No. At some point, you'd think we'd see Cad Bane die, since we don't see
Right.
him in any of the later projects. You know what I mean?
Maybe he just goes and does his own thing.
I mean, that could.
The galaxy's
be.
huge.
I know that could be.
I don't think it's unlikely that he dies, though. Old cloning chambers or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I honestly do think she's trying to help.
Because we know she's not like
A
a bad
she's
bounty
just a
hunter.
bounty hunter. Yeah,
Right.
like.
Oh, nice.
That will not get you very far.
He's gonna kill her.
Badass. Just got to get those cuffs off.
It's like a beetle stuck on his, or like a turtle stuck on his back.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had a flame. I don't remember him having a flamethrower. He's got a sword to gadgets now. Nice. Very nice. I'm surprised.
I am too. I didn't think it'd be that quick. The same music that played there was the same as when Boba pulls up in The Mandalorian. Like,
Oh.
not the music, but the.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Now, why is she doing this?
I mean, we've always said that's kind of more of like a motherly relationship that it seems she has with her.
Yeah, but
She cares about Omega more than just her being a special clone.
Right.
Man,
Nice.
I really liked that
I
episode.
did too.
Yeah, I really liked that.
All right, so let's get into this thing you're talking about, Cad Bane's head.
So there's an there's an unfinished scene from the Clone Wars of Cad Bane and Boba Fett squaring off, where they have, it's a Western showdown.
Hmm. Is
You
this
can,
where he puts the dent in his helmet?
yeah, he puts the
Yeah,
dent
yeah,
in his
yeah.
helmet, and he was always presumed dead after that scene, because Boba wins. We see him shoot Cad. I'm pretty sure, Cad doesn't get up, but we know Boba lives on. So that's where he gets the famous dent. So it was a cool story for that. But that's all. It was just a really cool, showdown between the two bounty hunters. So when you see that, that this scene
Is after that.
is after that.
Huh.
So it's like, I think there's a possibility we could see that in the future. I don't know.
Right.
What's
Yeah.
interesting is, and I just learned this the other day, is that Jango Fett actually trained Cad Bane for a little bit too.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't
I
know
don't
that
know
either.
where it's from, like whether it's from a book or a comic or something, but I saw that Jango Fett trained Cad Bane for a bit, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was a good episode, man. That
I
might be my favorite so far.
yeah, I'm a little salty that they still didn't tell us what's special about her. Um
Well, I
and
think that is what's special, is that she's an exact replica of
of
Jango
Django.
Fett.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but above all else, what else makes her special? Like it's not
yeah.
it
It's
if
not
that were
just
the
that.
case, they'd be after Boba too,
It could be, but
you know?
yeah, no, you're exactly right. I don't know, man. Maybe they were.
Maybe it is the integrity of her DNA, but I doubt that because they don't care about like the cloning method as much anymore. Like
Well,
Kaminoans
no,
are looking to build their own army to protect themselves.
yeah. And what's so special about Jango Fett's DNA? Like, he's
Right,
just a bounty hunter.
right. Just a random.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hmm.
I don't know. That was I just said, but that was one of my favorite episodes so far, if not my favorite.
Dude, I really
Um,
forgot how cool Cad Bane is.
he's cool. Yeah,
Like
he's
like
cool.
the voice, like this, like the whole vibe with the Western outlaw. Like
I just like seeing I liked seeing Omega's independence.
right,
I think
that she
she
can
could.
figure things out.
Yeah, she can hold her own, and I really like Fennec Shan, man. I'm excited to see her more in Book of Boba. I really like Ming Na Wen as a
Yeah.
whole. I think she's awesome. Um, but yeah, I really like Fennec, because I like those bounty hunters that help. You know,
Right.
so I want to know what Lama Su wanted, because if I don't know, there is something extra to Omega, clearly, that we're not seeing, like you said.
Right. And I'm not like confused on like why she cares so much because like obviously it is that mother-daughter type relationship, but what what led to that? Like besides her like
She
helping out and
probably
stuff, but
raised
like
her.
I don't know. I just there's something there
I don't know. I
that we
think
don't know yet.
I'm sure there is, but I kind of see her as the person who raised Omega and kind of kept watch over her and almost made sure she wasn't treated like an experiment.
Hmm.
I don't know, that's all theory, because I haven't, we haven't seen it, but it doesn't seem like she has any ulterior motives other than just wanting to protect her, because she said as long as Omega isn't in Lama Su's hands, she's fine.
Hmm.
I don't think there's any better place for her than than with the Bad Batch.
Right.
I'm still seeing dude, okay, how crazy would this be? So let's say, all these wild theories where, she's injected with the Force, or like she has the DNA of a Force wielder. What if, and this is fanboy theory all day, what if the Empire finds out about that? What if they find out, like, what if Tarkin and Crosshair find out about what makes Omega so special,
Mm-hmm.
and that makes its way to the top, and the series ends with like Vader going after Omega, and that leads into a different show, because like I can't imagine this being the only time we see Omega.
No, because like, I mean, what
Either
we have 7 episodes left.
this was 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought there were 14, but I keep seeing 16.
Either way, like, okay, if it's
We've
if
5
it's
or 7.
14, that's still not enough time to like close her out as a character.
I mean, I don't. What if she like? I don't know. Like, I hate to say it, but what if it happens?
It could.
I would cry. I would cry if that
100%.
happens, dude.
Absolutely.
We haven't seen her yet. You know, the future of Star Wars is, you know, it's never been brighter, but I don't know. I can't imagine her. I can't imagine if she makes it out of the series alive. I can't imagine that this would be the only series that we see her in. What if we see like a grown-up Omega in Book of Boba?
Here's a real question: who would play her?
I don't know. We have to figure that out.
Okay, I can imagine like Boba sitting like in Jabba's chair with Fennec,
One on each
chilling,
side.
and then all of a sudden, just kind of exactly how in when Leia walks in the Bausch armor, just like slowly walking down the stairs in like this
Yeah.
suit, and she says something like, "Nice to meet you, brother," or something along those lines,
Something.
and Boba looks at her just like,
Brother. Yeah.
"What do you mean?"
Brother. Wow, that's funny. Back to the Vader thing, but what if the series ended with Vader going after this target, knowing how valuable she is? Like, we just get this super crazy cameo, and that becomes like a real story.
Dude, if that were to happen, I could kind of see it being something like
that could go in the
that
Vader comics line. Like,
that I could see it being like that post credit with Thanos when we see Thanos for the first time. It's like, oh, I'll do it myself.
yeah.
And he's like reaching for his saber and he just like ignites it.
Or
like,
yes, something like that. Or like the first Avengers, where you just see like Thanos turn around like,
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
oh, I thought you meant like the one after Ultron where he puts his hand
I
in the
guess
gauntlet.
in the gauntlet. No, you're right. Yeah, where he just turns. Maybe it's him coming out of the chamber.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's Palpatine like walking into the chamber room and it's like, Lord Vader, I have a mission for you. And it opens up.
Do it.
It's, what is it, my master? And then it boom.
Dude, what if we get this right? What if
Hey, you heard it here first.
Oh man.
Carbonite Convos called it.
Yes, sir. But man, do you have anything else about the episode or the series?
No, dude, I'm geeking out of the fact that we're even just imagining Vader.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got my hopes up and everything right now.
I know.
Like, oh my god, we're gonna see Vader. Odds are we aren't.
For
But
sure. Yeah, I'm still waiting on Ahsoka. I think she could easily pop in still.
I don't know.
Never, Y&K, you never know. You never know.
You never do.
All right, guys, but thank you again for tuning in tonight. I know we got a little off track there with some crazy fanboy theories. We will be back next week with episode 41 of the Carbonite Convos podcast, as well as our reaction to episode 4 of Loki, of Marvel Disney Plus series Loki next week, and episode 10 of the Bad Batch next week. But until those episodes, guys, may the Force be with you.
Remember, the Force will be with you.